All right, here we go again. I has a box and a bag and another box. Inside Lego Stuffs, these are 3 different Bricklink orders that came at roughly the same time. To open these up, I will need some help from a knife. This one won't need it, but these 2 will need some help from a knife, so I'll be using this one. You can see my thoughts about this that I got during my my wife and I's Valentine's Day yearly excursion, where I tend to buy a knife because we visit a place that has a knife store in person. And you can find out more about that, about the knife and what I think about it, in the pinned comment. There's a link there, and there's also a card on the video. Really quick knife safety tip, since that's pretty much all that I needed to do with this one for this video. Just really quick, it's about choking up. It's called choking up. Holding a knife like this gives you less control than holding it up closer. The closer you are to the blade, the less leverage it will have on you. And if you only need to do small things and you have a knife that's too large, just get right up on the blade. Make sure that you're well away from the cutting edge, but get right up on the blade so you can control just the little bit of it that you need. You don't need to use all this. And that same thing goes even if you're using just a tiny bit of blade on a so-called safety related knife that's, you know, supposed to be used for opening packages or whatever. Still, like this gives you more leverage on the leverage working against you versus holding it up closer if you need to get better control. So just be comfortable about it. You know, if you feel like you don't have good control, try getting up a little bit closer. It might help you out. Pieces. Let's see if there's any paper in here. Doesn't look like it. The Lego parts. Nice variety this time around. I think this box here, this little one, should be able to open just from the end. I just tear it. Whatever. There we go. Yeah. Tape is the strongest thing always. All right, let's see what all is in here. See some packing material. Nice. Kept it nice and tight. Stuff didn't move around a lot. Most of the air was taken out of this too. Great. Yes. Okay, so let's get right into it then. I need to look up more closely because there are a bunch of little things in here. Some interesting stuff and some replenishment stuff. Big tipper bed. Don't yet know exactly what I'm going to use that for, but it was cheap. And then these are little inserts for treads, and they're used for Technic things. I don't know exactly what they're from. I think everything in this particular order was used, so I'm not surprised that that's a little bit discolored, and I'm not worried about it. But they are just interesting looking pieces. They're axle hole compatible, I believe, with friction, I think. Probably some viewer of this is more familiar with that than I am, because I'm not familiar with it at all. A couple of these smaller, definitely more usable tipper beds in light bluish gray. This is a very uncommon color for this piece, though it is a very generic color. These are just some regular bricks, because I'll be needing lots of light gray bricks soon. Lots of them. Some links, Technic links. Are these just gray? I think these might be light gray, not light bluish gray. I think they're a little bit yellowed. I'll give them a little quick hydrogen peroxide treatment, see if any of that comes out. Some more interesting textured, flexible, Technic compatible parts to use for Planetary Defense Force things. These are some classic parts here. Little linear gear actuators. You put a linear gear down below, and then it just helps it to slide by. I want to use those in some actual mechanism at some point. Oh, I didn't realize these were hard. I thought these were flexible silicone pieces. All right, some nets in yellow. I mean, they are flexible, but not nearly as flexible as I thought. One of that, the store only had one, and these are, I think, from Homemaker or Scala. I think these are Homemaker. Anyway, they're interesting. They're useful for making home furniture for when I get around to working on my residential zone, which will happen when it happens. More yellow things, just a piece of what's normally an assembly, but I think I might be able to use these for some texture for some Planetary Defense Force stuff. That's an interesting part, isn't it? Keep holding things too high. There we go. It's 2x2 up at the top, and then the rest of it is 1x2. Could be useful. Got some of those in the light bluish gray, one in black. Got some of these in yellow as well. This is another pack. It separates out some different parts, and in this bag are actually oh, this has a single sticker on it on one side. In this bag are the reasons I actually ordered or placed this order in the first place, went to this store in the first place. The rest is opportunistic, but I needed these to finish a set that I'm working on, and also these. And then while I was there, I got some other interesting stuff. These might be useful in my aquarium when I rebuild that, or my underwater areas. And then just some replenishment of some computer screens. This was a separate order over here. Go through this first. Black versions of the new style of Power Blast. Actually, no, this is the original style of Power Burst piece, but in black. Just interesting shape. Some ray guns, some telephone number keypads. Those are just great to have available for making custom consoles and things. And some keyboards. I also got some computer screens, so those will be able to go together. The reason that I placed this order here was primarily to get these small angled droid arms or skeleton arms with the clips aligned on the same plane in black. While I was there, I got some in white. The store had some, and I'm a little bit low on those. And I also got some in gray, just so that I won't have to worry about it for quite some time. Actually, maybe it was the gray. No, it was both the grays and the blacks that I wanted to get, because these are just super useful for creating a little bit of standoff of a couple of bars relative to each other. And then while I was at this store, I also got some more of the trans light blue ones, which just look cool to me. I don't know what I'll use them for. Possibly the bad guys for the Planetary Defense Force base. I'm not sure. One pair of these. This is actually a proper pair. No, it's not. Dang it. This is the second time in a row that I've ordered. Dang it. They were actually stored separately, I think. No, they were in the same lot. Second time that I've... Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's all good. 2 pairs. Opposite. Good. Last time I got the yellow ones from another seller. I ordered a pair and I got 2 rights or 2 lefts or something like that. And here should be some stickers. Hey, I get to use the knife again. This is an awesome knife. I only need to use just that bit again, so just using the amount that's needed. I need to go overboard with it. These will probably be used in my harbor, right? You think? This maybe as well. Oh, good. Some other different types. Always good to get, hazard pattern stickers. And are all the rest? Yeah, all the rest are the same. Just for the hazard pattern stuff. To have it available. Different sizes. And some more of these. Because I need more of these. Believe it or not. I realized there's a spot in my layout where I need to use a bunch of them just loose. I'll show you that eventually once I use it. More of these because they're one of the most useful pieces for making small detail ever created by Lego, and I decided that I should not hoard them. I should not treat them as super precious to be used in only the most extreme situations. I should use them whenever I want to. And in order to be able to use them whenever I want to, I need to have plenty of them to spare. All right, time for the big box. Yes. This one doesn't need a knife because it has a pull tab. Very convenient. A little bit of packing material over here. Big old bag of used stuff. I've ordered from this seller before. You may have recognized in the past I've gotten big lots of mostly used parts. These might be new here and those are used. But just all thrown together in the same bag. And that's just how it is sometimes. I think there's... yeah, this has some stickers in it, so that was nice. Used a bit of a folder there to make sure those don't fold up too much. Some stickers to use for just random graffiti-like stuff in some places that will use it. I will place those where I want to. These are boat hull inserts. Ugh. Need to be cleaned. Look at that. Narstay. It's like a rust in there. It says ugh. Ugh. Ah. Narstay. This one's clean. This one's pretty good too. But yeah, cleaning not an issue. Like I said, I've bought from this seller in the past, maybe a couple of times. I think these are new, and I think these are new as well, or unused, I think. But you see a lot of gray slopes in here, dark gray slopes. Yeah, because I again used up most of them that I had, most of them that I had purchased recently. And yeah, there we go again. So this will allow me to make further progress on my big terrain build, which needs to start going inward now. These have great texture. I used a bunch of these in my harbor on my my warehouse, so that's replenishment. This is for terrain. Now we're getting to the rough stuff. This is just a pain to go through. I'm not even gonna really go through all of this. This is the, they call it the bright spring green color or something like that. The size of a full door though, or a tall window. You know, six brick tall window. These are used, but I'll take them. I'm just gonna close this back up and just show you from the outside. Well, now I put too much air in it. Take some of that out. Just show you from the outside, because this is gonna take a long time to sort, and I'm not gonna show you all the pieces. I'll just give you a little taste of it, and you can pick out some things yourself as you see them. But a wide variety. These things I tend to use on ships, but they're also useful for like toppers for posts and things. Some steering related pieces, some gray bananas, gray foliage, printed wood grain texture. I want to use more of that. A whole lot of piston heads. I think I got some cylinders as well to go with those. These triple ball pieces that were used. I think these can be used for steering on small builds, small Technic style builds, but were also used in the Nexonites mechs, the power suits. And you see a number of printed pieces, different types of printed pieces in here. I want to see what that one there in particular is. Oh, got a couple of those Star Wars pieces. Some old window inserts to go with some old window frames. Some small log prints, some more sushi prints, some arrows. So a variety of different stuff. I think you've seen most of that by now, but then there's this big bag. This is kind of impossible. That would take way too long to go through all of it. So I'll just pull out some of the bigger things, more noteworthy things. Tracks in a couple colors. Actually ran out when I was working on my harbor, and substituted a light bluish gray where I should have had a light gray, and not this light gray, but this light gray, the older one with the clips for sleepers, as opposed to the solid style like this, just for the sake of consistency. A couple of the orders that I've placed recently, I think there's another one on the way, have had these this shape of piece. They just kind of caught my eye recently, and I want more of them. These are 7 stud long axles. These are the axles of which I have the least. So, not anymore. Now I have plenty. I'm cheesing over here. I'm cheesing. Ear to ear grin. You know what this means? This means a custom sub is coming. Not necessarily soon, but it's gonna happen. I've had some of these pieces from the... Oh, that one needs to be... Oh, it has that same rust on it. No, no. I've had some of these pieces in my own collection since 1999 or 2000, the first time I got back into Lego as an adult. And I got a couple of divers sets that were still on shelves at the time. And I will be able to add these to those and make some custom stuff for my underwater areas. And that will make me happy, because I like the underwater stuff. I like yellow submarines, exploration style, and I like custom stuff. Sweet. Okay, ladders and linkages. These should go together, right? Maybe not this way, maybe the other way. I think, I haven't had these before. Wait a minute. No. I don't think these actually go together. These are from 2 different eras, I think, perhaps. Yeah. Different types of linkages for working on cranes and such could be useful. And then in here are a lot of wheels of 2 different styles, with the axle holes and with the pin holes. So this is the freestyle style, and then these have been used for numerous things over the years. So I got a bunch of those and a lot of tires to go. Whoa! Norsh, cut it out with all the other people's dirt. I'll just dump all of this into a bath and just give it a good clean. But these are just a really useful shape and size with the narrow tires, not compatible with the more modern ones, but just so useful. Not just nostalgic to me, but actually useful. I mean, I already used a full set of them just a day before the recording of this video with my little yard mule thing, a rail car mover. These are JANGBRiCKS with dead batteries as advertised, but I think they should still work. They should be animal roars. I'll just swap out the batteries. Hey, another yellow one with more other people's dirt on it. Some more of these. Another color. Definitely going to use them. Useful for vintage style train stuff. Wow, that's an old sticker, right? That is a sticker, isn't it? No, it's a print. I never realized that. I think I never realized that. It's a print. Can't be a print. It is a print. Hopefully I got a pair of these. It's really cool though. These are stickers. Useful stuff. A bunch of different types of classic prints and some stickers. But I like using up panel things, control panel type things. Foliage that's getting used up. These will make for interesting wheels for something. I think that these will attach to axles with some friction. I'll find out. Some interesting supports. Wing type supports. Probably won't be used for wings by me, but for other things. These thin pulley / wheel pieces in black. I don't think I've ever had those in black. Ooh, links in yellow. Oh, might do some replacements. There's another yellow thing. Might do some replacements on my big yard harbor crane, container gantry crane. These are also replacements for pieces that I used up on that very build. And then these could be used for something. These will probably end up being used in my Planetary Defense Force base. Only 1 pair of these in this yellow. I need more of those. Might use them towards a underwater custom build. Look at this. Nice sticker. And here's another sticker. And I think I've shown most of the different types of stuff that exists in this bag. Some more of these as well. I didn't want to just spill it out all over the place because it's just going to make even more of a mess. You can look in there, see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, there are the cylinder pieces. More yellow. Some string reels. These Baraki minifig, or Piraka, I think. Was it Baraki or Piraka for these? I think they're, or were they used for both even, in different colors. Anyway, these Bionicle minifig tail pieces, useful for foliage. I've started to use those up. There's a pair. Good. Yeah, so that's that. I am anxious to start using some of this stuff, though. Especially these. All these. Put these to work on more terrain. And a lot of this will get put away for now. Like I said, custom sub will not be made anytime soon. Most likely. Unless the inspiration just hits me. But I have a lot of sorting work to do. Also some cleaning work to do. And yeah, I'm just going to keep at it. It's a busy season for me, but it's been a good one so far. Thank you for your support and for sticking with me during the off season, if you will. Catch you later.